Hi beautiful angels. I am back today to rip my clothes off and get naked because I am about to explain a really crazy story that happened to me. As you can tell by the title, I'm sure you clicked a million times so fast because this one is going to be juicy. So make sure you go get yourself a nice beverage or some snacks because yeah, this one is juicy. Okay, so let's get into the time my nudes got leaked. Now, this was a time before TikTok, before posting videos and photos of your flesh and skin was trendy and popular, and OnlyFans, and you could get paid to be sexual. And, you know, if you look a certain way, you are classified as someone who is acceptable to be sexual. But if you looked another way, then that's disgusting, that's nudity, that is not acceptable and not okay. Like, sorry, but please get your flaps out of the camera, right? So this was back in a time when people would watch porn, and that was acceptable because, you know, that's what these women are paid to do. But if somebody accidentally leaked a photo of, was I even underage? I was. Oh my God. How old was I? I think I was like 16. Yeah. So a photo accidentally got leaked of a 16-year-old and Facebook got broken. So we've all seen or at least heard of the Kim K tape, right? This was almost like that. And I'm not trying to, you know, my own downstairs, but at the time, this is when Facebook was booming. Like, what TikTok who, Instagram who, Facebook was where it was at. And I had like, I don't know, the limit of friends on Facebook at the time. I think it was like 10,000 friends that you could have. So my whole community, all the schools, like surrounding schools in the surrounding suburbs, everyone had me on Facebook. And if this reaches you and you remember this story, what's up? Don't even try to bully me because like I've come way past that, and I'll just laugh at you because that means you're an embarrassment. But anyway, yeah, so a lot of people had me on social media at the time, and for a photo of my bazonkazonks reached their Facebook page, it was huge, humongous. And it got to a point where I literally could not walk around in Parramatta Westfields because people were like, oh my God, isn't that the girl whose titties went on Facebook? Like, it was bad. But yeah, let's get right into it from the beginning. Bruno's, what the fuck is Bruno's? Let's get into it. So, I'm a Scorpio. I feel like this is necessary to mention because Scorpios are the sex symbol of the zodiac. We are very sensual creatures. We embrace our sensuality like it is just a part of our personality, and we're not afraid to be sensual, you know what I mean? Because it's just part of life, it's part of who we are, and we're not afraid to show that. So when I was, this is 16 years old, so yeah, around that time I had a lot of male attention. I had a specific body figure that was admired back in those days, and you know, I had a lot of attention and sometimes I couldn't really handle it. So anyway, look, this is the real story because I know a lot of people think that I sent my nudes to guys and those guys leaked it. Like, no, honey, that's not how it went. I had a friend, we're not going to name her because, you know, she's moved on with her life, and this is not a way to bring up past traumas. This is just me spilling the tea about something that happened to me. But anyway, so I had a really good friend, let's call her, I'm looking at flowers right now, so let's call it Flower. And we were really close, but we were also both in a very dark mental state. There was this one time where I think this was Snapchat around then? Look, I can't remember if it was Snapchat or not, but there was this app like back on the iPods and like iPhone 3s or whatever it was back then. where we would like send each other like videos and photos of each other, just like chilling, whatever, kind of like Snapchat. I'm not exactly sure, it possibly was Snapchat, but I can't remember, so don't quote me. But anyway, yeah, so like we'd always just send like, hey, what are you doing, like, yeah bitch, like that kind of shit, right? Oh my god, like 12-y style. And you know, one night we decided like, let's take some cute photos and then like raunchy, because we're best friends. And like looking at our lives now, like we all send our best friends photos in bikinis and raunchy pictures and whatever, you know, like it's just, it's normal these days. But back then apparently it wasn't. I do like to say I've literally started a trend, but anyway, we were sending each other raunchy pictures. They weren't completely nude. I was in a pair of denim shorts and I was just like holding my girls with my arms, and her one was pretty similar, whatever. There was no nipples involved, but it was, I mean, now that I look back at it, like it was so innocent. It's just the fact that the photos looked so good that everyone decided to make a huge deal about it. Like you literally could not see any like nudity, like get over yourselves. Anyway, so we sent them to each other and whatever. Like I mentioned, I had a lot of male attention back then. So there was this one day I was hanging out with the boys in Bankstown, like, oh my god, how embarrassing. It is 2200 Bankstown, brother. Yeah, look at what our world has become. Look at where our world has become. Anyway, I was at Bankstown and me and a couple guys were like, let's go to Luna Park. So we went to Luna Park, we were chilling, hanging out, whatever, being little 12s. And I think I had a BlackBerry at the time. Yeah, I was using a BlackBerry. And one of the boys took my phone out of my hand and they were going through my shit. And this is back in the days where you had to either MMS a photo or Bluetooth a photo to your phone. And man, that was the good old days, bro, straight out, good old days. So yeah, one of them's like, what the hell is this? By the time I got my phone back, they'd already Bluetoothed or MMS'd, whatever it was, Flowers picture to themselves. And yeah, I mean, it was way already too late. Like, what the heck, you know? It happened. But in saying that, there was a really close guy mate of mine that I knew, and he actually showed me the same picture that she sent me. He showed it to me. He already had it on his phone. This was before I went to Luna Park and whatever. So this chick had been like sending these photos prior to anything ever leaking or getting out, which is, you know, good on you. Like, that's your prerogative and that's cool. Like, you can do whatever you want. But as soon as these other guys caught the photo, had the photo, whatever, it obviously went back to Flower, and Flower confronted me and said, like, what the hell is this? How come this person has it? And I was like, look, this is the go, this is what happened. But she blamed it on me, and I just like kind of lost my crap, because I'm like, excuse me, like, you've sent these photos to other people. Like, who knows if it got leaked from me? Like, these people already had them. Like, other people have already had your photos. Like, you can't just straight away blame me. Anyway, long story short, it created a huge fight, and my girlfriend, I think she was threatening to leak mine, and then another friend of mine was like, you know what, like, screw this beep, and she leaked Flower's photo. And I was like, look, I'm not throwing you under the bus, sis. If you know, if you're watching this, I'm not throwing you under the bus, okay? Look, we all did what we did, and this is just my truth. So anyway, my photo got leaked on Facebook, and then sorry, her photo got leaked on Facebook, and then she saw it, and then she uploaded mine. So it became this huge war of like her photos, my photos. She created like group like Facebook pages and leaked my photos on those. And then literally out of like within the span of 10 minutes, the whole Facebook knew about these photos. Everyone started getting on it. They created polls like who's better, hers or mine, and they created more Facebook pages and groups and all these fake accounts with like our photos on them, and it just blew up like so quickly, and it was just so bad. Both Flower and I completely stopped being friends after that, obviously, but we also handled that situation completely different. She kind of ghosted and disappeared, which that's beautiful, that's great. I mean, I think that's a good way to handle it, you know, just completely go away and try and deal with it on your own. On the other hand, I just said, fuck this shit. Like, so what? You have photos of my titties? Good on you. I should be charging you for that, but now my titties live rent-free in your head, and you should be grateful for that. I went to Bankstown the next day, and I got arrested for loitering because I was standing around next to the subway, you know, talking to one of my friends, and the police came and said, you know, you need to like move out of here. And then they saw like a packet of cigarettes in my shorts, and the lady police officer grabbed them out of my arm or whatever, I mean my shorts, and she threw them all in the bin, and I got so mad. Oh my god, I nearly got killed, by the way. I had death threats. I'm gonna quickly get to that. It's kind of off track, but it was the next day after all my photos thing. So she threw out all my ciggies, and then I went to the smoke shop like on the opposite side of the station, and I asked the ciggies. I paid with my card, and back then I had a habit of saving the receipts always. Like, I would not have a receipt. So I saved the receipt, put it in my bra this time, and then the copper said, you know, what the hell, we banned you from here unless you're going home. And then there was about 4 of them at this point, and then one of them's like, what's that in your bra? And I literally got assaulted from them. I was like, nothing's in my bra. And then they grabbed me, both arms. I had cuts on my arms at that point. I was self-harming, and they were like squeezing and like twisting my arm, and I was like pleading for them to let go of me, like, get the hell off me, what the hell, you're hurting me. And they're like, you should have thought of that before you cut your arm. Like, excuse me? Like, how dare you? Anyway, yeah, so they grabbed the ciggies out of my arm. The city guys got busted, they got a fine, and then people started to notice who I was at that point, because I created this huge ruckus in the middle of Bankstown Station, and people are screaming at me like, I'm gonna kill you, you snitched, blah blah blah. Bro, they found the receipt in my bag. Like, I'm sorry, but they raided my bag. They had me like on the floor. There was nothing that I could do, and I would never snitch. Like, I'm sorry, but I grew up listening to Tupac. Do you think I'm a snitch? Like, I'm sorry. My nickname back in the days was Nita Tupac. I'm gonna delete that footage. Anyway, yeah, so I was just like, I don't give a shit, you know? Like, it is what it is. My photos went out, good job. But I will admit I did cop a lot of bullying. Oh my god. And obviously it's because people were judgmental and jealous. Like, there is no other reason why people would call me, you know, names and spread my photos, tell me to kill myself, tell me that I'm embarrassment. It's because you're judgmental and you're jealous, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. There was one time though, I was going home from a friend's house, and I jumped in a cab. I was at the station and someone noticed me. They screamed out my name, and I was jumping in a cab, and these 2 boys actually jumped on the cab, on the front of the cab, and with their phone put on the front window my photo, and the cab driver obviously could see it. And I was like, just drive. Like, oh my god, please just drive. That was one of the scariest things that ever happened in relation to that. The cab driver just drove, and see you later to those boys. Like, you're disgusting. But yeah, after that, I literally could not go anywhere without being noticed, and it was tough, but I built this strong armor on me to not give a crap about what anyone says, and I think it really did teach me to know how to deal with haters. And I've always been like on social media since day dot when I first started YouTube. Man, I was young. My ex actually deleted all my photos, all my videos, sorry, on YouTube from back then, but from a very young age I was on social media and I did have a following. So going through that and learning how to combat these people and these haters and these comments, I mean, it's equipped me for now, and it's going to equip me for later on in life when I'm famous. Oh my god, something just hit the window. I think it was a bug. Is that good luck? I don't know. That's just funny how I literally said when I'm famous, manifesting, and then something hits the window. Dun dun. Anyway, yeah, I mean, some people still do remember that, or at least like I've come across people from back in those days that I remember, but I mean, it's not really talked about at all anymore, and that's good because like what the heck. But I did think it would be fun to rip open the memory box and let you guys know, you know, the real story, what really happened, and how my nudes went all over Facebook. I mean, you know, it is what it is. And man, some of these girls were so nasty. Like, I had such a crappy experience at school. Even before that, like, everyone just wanted to have a go at me. Like, everyone just wanted to have a go at me. Literally, the first week of one of my new schools that I went to, this chick's like, "You're pretty." And I was like, "Thank you." And she's like, "You're not gonna last very long here." It's like, why am I a target? Like, do you really have to? Obviously now I understand. They were jealous. I mean, I looked a very certain way that a lot of people wanted to look like, and that caused a lot of male attention. And like, I'm sorry, it's not that I was a little skanky skank spreading my legs for everyone, but I mean, people used to think that anyway, and they would create any story in their head to believe that there was something wrong with me, and that's the reason why all the boys wanted to talk to me and not to her or to them. You know what I mean? So sis, if you're going through that, please just know you're so much better than this shit. It's not your fault. Who cares? Literally, don't give their word any power whatsoever, because like, who are these people? And literally 99% of them, I don't know where they are. They're probably on drugs. It's so funny, bro. It's so funny. They're probably off doing their thing, you know, living their lives. Like, they're gonna forget about this, and you should forget about it too, because it's not going, it may feel like, you know, I'm holding my pie right now, by the way, while I'm holding this, while I'm talking about it. But yeah, it may feel really bad at the moment while it's happening, but trust me, it's going to build you into such a strong person. Just remember that you need to have your own back, especially when nobody else does, because who is going to have your back if you don't? You need to make sure that you're strong and that you're capable of moving past these things that happen, because always look for the lesson in every situation, okay, my friend? Look for the lesson. It taught me to be a boss ass bitch, and it also taught me to be strong and to not give anyone's word any power. You can say whatever you want to say about me. That's not my problem. That's your problem. And sorry, but what they say about being jealousy is a curse and jealousy kills. Yes, honey, yes it does. And I'm so grateful I didn't allow those words to kill me. Okay, my camera is having a go at me right now, so I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, share your thoughts with me, share your love with me, and share it with somebody that you think may resonate. Okay? Alright, baby. Love you. Bye.